So now that spring has sprung, it's mating season. So we got a question from a young woman. She's a virgin, and she wants to know...
I hate that term.
She has not had partner sex yet.
She has not had penetration sex.
Well, partner sex, we don't know. I mean, that's a whole...
Other conversation.
On what
Okay.
we define as sex.
Okay.
She has not had penetration sex with a partner.
Okay. That's
Or-
better. We should be more specific.
Yes. So she wants to know if she has sex for the first time without a romantic tie, will she regret it?
My take on this would be that's the best way to go. The best way to go. Because you get those romantic ties and you've got so much at stake, and then it's like, oh my God.
And
then
so
you're-
much idealized.
Ugh.
You're going to get married. This is the love of your life. It's going to be something special.
Baggage. You've got baggage.
And it's definitely going to block your orgasm.
Oh, God, it's awful. I had this one experience that it's very clear in my mind that when I fell madly in love with Grant, when we first started dating, this is after my divorce, and I had never done oral sex all the way to swallowing. And because I was afraid I was going to throw up. I mean, I know this isn't
You
virginity,
didn't feel
but
comfortable.
it was oral virginity. And so I thought, I want to practice with someone else. I don't know how I'm going to handle it.
Someone where it didn't matter.
And I picked up this kid in my building. I knew him. I saw him all the time. And I said, why don't you come up for a drink? And I know what man is going to turn down a blowjob? Please.
And a drink.
I
a free drink and a
And a flea.
blowjob. He even had to take you to dinner. Of course he's going to say yes.
And it was very interesting because then if I gag or throw up or do something,
You won't be embarrassed.
there's not that much at stake.
It's the opposite way of looking at it.
Absolutely. And she's much better off with someone that she doesn't have this huge investment. Because then you've got too much to lose. You've got too much to... Oh. Yes.
It's built up too much.
Yes. It's kind of a form of romantic love. At first thing, it's almost a form of mental illness.
Well, because when you're that young, you're going to fall in love many times in your life, and it's going to
Hopefully.
change, and you're going to
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah.
And, it's very rare that someone will meet someone in their teens, and it will be the love of their life and their soulmate, and they'll get married, and they won't get divorced. It's a very rare experience because we're putting off marriage and putting off parenthood and all of these things. So
happening.
life has changed.
Yeah, it's happening much later. So don't be in a hurry. Practice with somebody you don't have that big of an investment in it. And then if make a fool of yourself, or it's like
You can laugh about it. Who cares?
you never have to see him again.
When we were discussing this topic, I tried to remember who I lost, had my first time penetration sex with. And I couldn't remember. And I felt, for a minute, I felt guilty about that because that should be something that I
That you
remembered because
know.
they meant something to me. But
Well,
obviously, it was more playful than that. I had an older brother, so I had all the girls, he had all the guys, and we were always in groups together. We really didn't do paired off dating, and we all played it with each other. And when someone was a really good kisser, all the girls would tell the other girls, would say, oh yeah, so-and-so, he was really great. And we'd trade partners.
Yeah, it's the girl gang.
It was like more
Yeah,
fun to
yeah,
be the girl
yeah.
gang and the guy gang. And
Oh, I remember my first full penetration. I do.
you just came to New York,
Yeah, it was very...
and he was
Oh,
an Israeli actor.
oh, he was beautiful.
And you had an orgasm,
I did.
which is so rare.
Well, I'd been practicing I was 20 years old. Actually, that's really, I shouldn't see it that way, because through high school, the last 2 years in high school with Bob, necking in the car, doing manual sex, he had his fingers inside my vagina.
So you were having penetration.
Yes,
With
you-
orgasm.
Because it's not a penis, I don't count it.
That's not fair. So count Bob as your first,
Yes, manual penetration. Absolutely.
and I will count my Barbie doll leg as my first.
Well, no, I have to go back to my jump rope handle. So you
There
see,
you go.
Forget it. First time what? Just play safe. I just don't want women to get pregnant when they don't want to. That's the only thing that concerns me.
When in doubt, fingers and tongues and
Yeah.
hands.
Fingers are great. Tongues are great. Please don't get the penis in there. because the kid isn't going to have that kind of control, and you're going to get pregnant at 14, 15, 16.
You heard it from Aunt B.
Play safe. As long as you love yourself, it doesn't matter whether or not you're in love with the person that you're having first time sex with. So self-love, top of the list.